Carly Goshen will send it over, and the Mustangs will keep it alive. Now the attack from the far side, and it's down for the kill. Olivia Dorins. Chloe Hertz. Hertz pushes it in back there to Schmidt. Shot from the point. It's in! Off the stick of Taylor Leonards, excuse me, and it's 3-0. Taylor Leonards with the third goal for the Bismarck Blizzard on the shot from the point on the far side. And the Blizzard are running on all cylinders here in period number 41-37, 4:25 to go here as the Kindred Vikings will work it down low. Another slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. Kennedy Kuntz will pop that one up left center field. It's going back, and we have our first grand slam of the All-Star Series in 3 years. Hansen under center, drops back, looks near side. I believe that's Fulmo, and he's got it. Fargo South touchdown.
Kaylee Jackson, three-pointer up, and no, that one won't go in. Tana Litt pulls down the deep offensive board. She'll put up a three. That one's in, we're tied.
Brooklyn won't be able to control it. The ball will escape over to the far sideline. Fargo Davies have come up that far sideline, and a nice through ball there, and this could be an opportunity. Centering pass, one-on-one. Was she outside? She was not. It's 1-0 Fargo Davies. Bad pitch here, and the bases are loaded. Line drive right into center field, and that will score 1 run. And rounding thirds, Lorich, and he'll score. It's a 2-run RBI double for Casey Reaver. Shot from the point, Bree Adams, low and hard, and it's in! Off the stick to Sydney Kamstrup, and the Cougars are on the board! Press box here, the best we're able to. That one's going high left field, and running for it is Schwab, and she makes a diving catch! Wow, what a play by Cameron Schwab, the junior in left field, to end the inning.
Fantastic catch.
All right. Welcome. We're at the Coliseum here in North Fargo. Hope you're having a great evening. And we wrapped out the boys junior varsity game. We're about 7 minutes away from senior night here for Fargo North between the Spartans and the Jamestown Blue Jays. And we want to thank you for watching. This game 641. That needs to be updated. And then I think we're closer to 1280 now on your YouTube subscribers. That's close for the Twitter, and Facebook is right around that number as well. So we certainly appreciate you tuning in and all that great stuff. You can find us online on Twitter at msportsnet, on YouTube at youtube.com/ND Sports Channel, or by searching Magnitude Sports in the search bar. And then also you can watch the games on our Facebook page at facebook.com/msportsnetlive. And this game is brought to you by recent donation from Fargo North fans and families. We ask that you please consider a donation to the Fargo North Hockey Booster Club to say thank you to the fans and families who made this broadcast possible via their donations, and we certainly appreciate that. Also, if you want to get your business in front of hundreds of viewers a game and thousands of viewers per month, as well as thousands of followers on social media such as Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, well, we have got plans. I'll start right around $25 a month and go up from there. We have sponsor plans that are available at a monthly rate, or you can request a package to support your favorite team or teams. And we'll get you on our website, our YouTube, our Facebook, our Twitter. All of them have 1,000+ followers. And we get you a little scrolling message on our scoreboard for maximum game time exposure. You can call us at 701-373-1843 or visit us online at our website at msportsnet.com. And we have some information about sponsorships on there, or if you just want to get right down to a certain question, you can click on the contact button and send us a message, and we'll get that one as well. If you are a junior or a senior, and you want to put together a player profile video to put in front of a college recruiter, we would love to do that for you. $125 a video. We do offer group discounts for multiple students on the same day, and tapings take less than an hour a player. We say 72 hours for turnaround time, but normally it's a lot sooner than that for a fully produced video. And then they're available for all students in North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. So once again, you're a sophomore, you're a junior, you're thinking about playing sports in college, we can make that happen for you. Thank you, sir. Just got the starting lineup, so we'll get to that in a little bit here. Also, the softball videos that we do are done with our friends at Diamond Academy, but we do all the other sports too. We do hockey, we do football, we do basketball, we do wrestling, we do track and field. So whatever sport you got in mind, we can most likely do it for you. Also, if you've signed a letter of intent to play sports in college, we'd love to sit down and talk with you one-on-one. Just kind of reflect back on high school and ask you some tough questions and then ask you why you chose the college that you're choosing to go to and all that. And that's a quick summary of what we do in that. But most tapings take 15 to 20 minutes, and they'll be available on our website and our YouTube channel as well. Once again, we're about 4 minutes away from the start of senior night here at Fargo North, at the Coliseum on the campus of Fargo North High School, I should say. We'll take a timeout, and after the timeout, we'll take a look at the team profiles, upcoming game schedule, and all that other cool stuff, plus senior night here from the Coliseum, as they'll recognize about, I think it's 11 or 12 seniors, plus a couple of student managers for Fargo North. And we'll do that here in about 4 minutes. So we'll take a 2 or 3 minute break and come back with senior night right after this on the ND Sports Channel.
Since October 17th, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give you advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
All right, welcome back. We're getting ready for the Fargo North Spartans and the Jamestown Blue Jays visiting the Coliseum tonight on the campus of Fargo North High School. Pet band down on the far side towards the Blue Jay warm-up net, and they're doing a fantastic job tonight. Crowd is really filled up here for both teams. Jamestown has traveled well here to support the Blue Jays, and we certainly appreciate getting this on for the ones who were not able to make it here tonight. And hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast. Once again, the junior varsity game was won by Fargo North by the score of 3-1. That one's available for a 24/7 replay as of right now. Over on the far left, just out of camera view towards the Fargo North warm-up goal, is a bunch of blue and yellow balloons. And the reason for that is in about 35 seconds from now, they'll be starting senior night, recognizing the seniors here for Fargo North. We'll go ahead and recognize the seniors for the Jamestown Blue Jays as well. That includes Riley Gerhardt, who will be your starting goalie tonight, and then also Thomas Falk, who will be coming off the bench wearing jersey number 5. Some of the other seniors include number 15, Sam Feebigger is a senior, as well as Corey Nelson, who wears jersey number 20, and Eastbrand Grusta, if I'm saying that correctly. I know I got the first name right, not sure about the last name, because the person I asked, the two people I asked, wasn't sure about the last name either. But he's a senior as well. And those are your seniors for the Jamestown Blue Jays. And now, senior night for Fargo North. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer here momentarily. Nobody on the mic that I'm aware of at the moment, so we'll just continue to chit-chat. We'll continue on with our pregame show. Once again, if you want to donate, you'll see this QR code throughout the entire pregame and postgame show, as well as all commercial breaks. And you can scan that with your phone. It'll come up with 3 suggested donations, as well as a 4th box for a custom donation. And it's people who do that right there, scanning that QR code. Fargo North family, scan that QR code. That's why we're here tonight. With our other hockey game that we had on the schedule, we had some technology concerns, so we decided to come up here since we had donations from Fargo North to get this game on the air. So once again, we certainly appreciate that. We're going to come back to our camera. You hear the welcome back music again, and that's cool. As they have put 15 minutes on the clock, so as soon as senior night is done, they'll start the 15-minute clock. They'll bring the Zamboni out to clear out the ice. And then we'll continue on with the second half of our pregame show live here from the Coliseum in North Fargo on senior night for the Fargo North Spartans hosting the Jamestown Blue Jays. Once again, the junior varsity game was won by Fargo North by a final score of 3-1. Goals scored for Fargo North include John Martin, Alex Jacobson, and let's see here, Brendan Richards. And then the lone goal it was actually Logan Stolick who scored the 3rd goal to make it 2-1. And then Fargo North's Nathan Friddle would score the final goal of the game to win it 3-1 for the Spartans. So those are your goal scorers in the junior varsity game. Once again, Spartans win 3-1 in that one. No score after 1, and it was 2-0 Fargo North after 2. And then both teams scored 1 goal in the 3rd for a 3-1 final.
Senior night. Before we drop the puck, we'd like to take a moment to recognize the 12 Spartan seniors and their parents who have given so much to this program over the last several years. In addition to the seniors, we'd also like to take this opportunity to thank all of our Spartan players, trainers, coaches, parents, families, fans, Coliseum ring staff, game announcer, and box officials for your efforts and support this season. Also a special thank you to Mr. Chris Dorsey for taking photos tonight of our seniors and their families. First up are your Spartan coaches. Coaching the JV team this year are Matt Kubler and Robert Helmley. Head coach for the Spartans is Tyler Klein, assisted by Seth Brenneman and Parker Metz. Keeping the Spartans on the ice this season is Sanford athletic trainer, JD. Next, let's introduce your Spartan senior student trainers and their parents. First up, Jensen Hanneman, with her parents Rod and Chris Hanneman. And next up, Kate Gufalt, with her parents Kyle and Beth Gufalt. And now, here are your 2020 Spartan hockey seniors and their parents. First up, Tyler Crash, with his parents Louie and Becky Crash. Next up, Michael Hallquist with his parents Matt and Deb Hallquist. Next up, Harrison Astrup and his parents Tom and Stephanie Astrup. Next, Elijah Fossum with his parents Matt and Jerry Fossum. Next, we have Caleb Friddle with his parents Tom and Laura Lee Friddle. Next, Wyatt Johnson with his parents Casey and Heather Johnson. Robert Ellingson with his parents Jeremy and Vanessa Ellingson. Next up, Creighton Walls with his parents Matt Walls and Bob and Jennifer Shep. Next up, Jacob Baumgartner with his parents, Jeremy and Tara Baumgartner. And the man in the net, Jesse Stahl, with his parents, Mark and Teresa Stahl. Let's give a big hand for our 12 Spartan seniors. Congratulations and good luck.
All right, that wraps up senior night here. They'll bring out the Zamboni, and once again, we want to, by name, recognize the seniors for the Jamestown Blue Jays as well, including Riley Gerhardt. He'll be in goal tonight for the Blue Jays, and then you have Thomas Falk, as well as Sam Feebigger, and then also Corey Nelson, as well as Eastbrand Grustra. If I'm saying the last name correctly, I'm not 100% sure. I haven't been able to contact anybody who knows how to say the last name, so I certainly apologize for that, but I did get pronunciations for everybody else on both teams, so we should be good to go. Once again, if you want to donate, you're more than welcome to. You'll see that QR code throughout our entire pregame and postgame show. And it's those donations that the reason why we're here tonight. Our other game was canceled due to technology concerns, and we had donations sitting in our Fargo North fan fund, and so we said, well, let's get the Fargo North game on as well. And they also go to emergency costs to replace equipment that may go faulty over time, and that goes into a savings account to make sure that we have the equipment to do a game, no matter the circumstance. So we certainly appreciate your donations. They make a big part of these broadcasts possible. There's no doubt about that. On our game calendar at our website at msportsnet.com, under the games button, click on game calendar, and you can see all of our upcoming broadcasts. Tomorrow we'll be at Fargo Davies for the Eagles hosting the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. We'll have the boys JV game at 5:45 with the boys varsity game to follow at about 7:30. And then Saturday we're up bright and early on the Minnesota Sports Station with 8 basketball games, starting with East Grand Forks, Breckenridge, Park Christian, and Barnesville, Mahoma, Waban, and Dilworth, Glendon, Felton, Lake Park, Audubon, and Wadena Deer Creek at 2 o'clock. Henning and Frazee, it's the matchup of the Hornets versus the Hornets at 3:30 p.m. And then you got Staples, Motley, and Perham, the Pelican Rapids Vikings, and the Crookston Pirates at 6:30, and Moorhead and Hawley, the nightcap at 8 o'clock. And then we may or may not have a game on Monday the 3rd. That's still to be announced, but our schedule is always updated at our website. That's the number one place to check for the upcoming game schedule at msportsnet.com. Team profiles, Fargo North. They are 7-7-2 on the year, 2-3-1 when they play here at home, 5-4-1 on the road or neutral ice, and then 4-6-2 against EDC opponents. With Jamestown Blue Jays are 9-6 overall. They're 4-4 and playing at home, and 5-2 on the road. They're 6-6 against WDA opponents. Other games today, West Fargo is at Fargo South Shanley. I checked the Shanley website and their YouTube channel. I did not see that game on their schedule. Normally they do cover South Shanley hockey games, but I'm not 100% sure if they are tonight. I can tell you that Minot at Mandan. You can watch that by searching Undercover Productions on YouTube. And then the Grand Forks Red River at Grand Forks Central game. I would imagine there's a radio broadcast of that, possibly on KNOX, AM 1310 on the radio dial, or KNOX.com. I believe is their website. I'm not 100% sure. But you might want to check KNOX website to see if they have the game on the radio. And then Breckwalk Blades at Prairie Center area. You can watch that one at www.midmnsports.com. And that's all the other hockey games happening here on the North Dakota side of hockey that we're aware of anyway tonight. It's the only ones that popped up on the scoreboard. So that's the only ones that we're going to tell you about. So once again, this game brought to you by recent donations from Fargo North fans and families via that QR code that I showed you about. There's also a donate button on our website, msportsnet.com. And if you donate, tell us what team you're a fan of. Then when we have an opening up in our schedule around our sponsored games, we will come to that game and do a broadcast for your team as well. We're going to take another timeout, and when we come back, we're about 12 minutes away here from the start of this one between the Blue Jays and the Spartans. The Zambonis on the ice right now, and coming up next, we'll take a look at the starting lineups, and we have a little bit of time, so chit-chat a little bit more, and then we'll get to our final pregame thoughts and all that cool stuff coming up next here on the Magnitude Sports pregame show. It says it's going to wrap up, and it more than likely will, here next on the ND Sports Channel on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back with the conclusion of your pregame show and puck drop is approximately 11 minutes away here on the ND Sports Channel between the Spartans and the Blue Jays.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give your advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give your advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
All right, welcome back here to the Coliseum. We apologize for the long delay here. They're playing a song that we can't play in the background here, so we're trying to not ignore you or not pretend like we forgot to push a button or anything like that. Just wanted to let you know about that. It's the Blue Jays out on the ice right now. Fargo North still back in the locker room talking things over here. Pre-game show. Once again, you can donate at our website at msportsnet.com. We would absolutely love that. That is the reason why this game is possible, is thanks to donations from Fargo North fans and family tonight. So that is certainly much appreciated. Also, you can look at our sponsor and booster buttons to find out how you can support the broadcast here on the ND Sports Channel, the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Once again, all the games are on demand within about 20 minutes to 2 hours after the conclusion of our broadcast at our website at msportsnet.com. We'll take another break here and be back in a moment with your starting lineups next here on the ND Sports Channel.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
And your home team, your Fargo North Spartans. First and foremost, the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the Eastern Dakota Conference encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask that you cheer for your team and be respectful of the opponent.
Now for the visiting team on the scoreboard, Jamestown Blue Jays. In the nets, number 40, Riley Gerhardt. Starting at 1 defense, number 3, Connor McLaughlin. Starting at the other defense, number 16, Gavin Hout. Starting at left wing, number 18, Thomas Pfeiffer. Starting on your right wing, number 8, Joe Cummings. And centering that line, number 17, Alex Stockert. Head coach of the Blue Jays is Matt Stockert. He's assisted by Donnie Walls and Nate Bivens. Now for your starting lineup for your home team, your Fargo North Spartans. In the net, a senior, number 33, Jesse Stahl. Starting on 1 defense, a senior, number 18, Robert Ellingson. Starting at your other defense, a senior, number 20, Brayton Wall. Starting at left wing, a senior, number 12, Caleb Prinnell. Starting at the right wing, a senior, number 9, Harrison Astrup. And centering that line, a senior, number 7, Michael Hallquist. Head coach of the Spartans is Tyler Klein.
All right, so there's your starting lineups. For Jamestown in goal, Riley Gerhardt. For Fargo North in goal is Jesse Stahl. The other starters for the Blue Jays, Connor McLaughlin, Joseph Cummings, Gavin Hout, Alex Stockert, and Thomas Pfeiffer. Your starters for the Spartans include Michael Hallquist, Harrison Astrup, Caleb Friddle, Robert Ellingson, and Creighton Waltz. And we'll take a break for the national anthem right now and be back with Puck Drop in a moment. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, welcome back. National Anthem just finished up. We're seconds away from the puck drop here for the Spartans and the Blue Jays.
Hey, we got a birthday. A man behind the tunes all year long, Mr. Blake Nelson. Give him a round of applause.
So keep track of the score and the shots and the time, and we'll see if we can get into this near corner. We can. Okay. And nobody's in our way down there. All right, we're good to go. Once again, your starters in net for the Spartans is Jesse Stahl, the senior goalkeeper. Over on the other side for the Blue Jays is Riley Gerhardt for the senior for the Blue Jays. Your starters for Fargo North, Mike Hallquist, Harrison Astrup, Caleb Friddle, along with Robert Ellingson and Creighton Walls. All of them seniors. For the Blue Jays, the freshman, Connor McLaughlin, the sophomore, Joseph Cummings, the junior, Gavin Hout, the junior, Alex Stockert, and the sophomore, Thomas Pfeiffer are your starters for the Jamestown Blue Jays. Once again, the junior varsity game was won by Fargo North 3-1. That game's available for a 24/7 replay. and we're underway here from the Coliseum in North Fargo.
Play Spartan hockey.
Spartans in the white jerseys and Jamestown in the dark blue jerseys as they'll work it over near side here. I'll have to call it off the monitor because my vision's blocked here as I look out onto the ice. Hallquist battling for it there. He's pushed off there by Gavin Hout. He'll come back out to the point. Up along the near boards as Hallquist will touch up on it in behind the Blue Jay net. Now he's looking for an opportunity to pass it. He will get it out maybe to the point. No, he got pushed up along the near boards. And now Jamestown will take it away. Move the puck into neutral ice there where it's picked up by Drew Nelson into the lineup here for Fargo North. Now they'll move it up. Hallquist will skate after it. Also Connor McLaughlin back there. And that shot will go a little bit wide right there off the stick of Drew Nelson. Right in front of the net there. Nelson will keep it in the zone. Battle for it in the far corner there. I couldn't quite see the jersey number on that one. That shot just got deflected. First official shot of the game here for either team. Jamestown will get it to neutral ice. And come up into the near corner here. Racing after it is Hunter Nelson along with Drew Nelson as it comes over to the far side. Hard hit over on the far side boards, and the puck goes back in behind the net into the near corner here. And they'll go back behind the Spartan net. Be picked up over on the far side there by Fargo North. Moving up the far boards there was number 14, I believe. But I didn't, yeah, that is Brendan McGettrick Richards, I believe is how you say that. Jamestown will get it onto the stick of Hunter Nelson. He'll push it into neutral ice. Up top there fighting for it is Jace Thompson, number 12 for the Blue Jays. And that shot was saved, deflected, and Fargo North will come back the other way. They'll dump it in behind the net, get a couple fresh skaters on the ice here for the Spartans and a couple new ones for the Blue Jays as well. As the puck floats into the middle, it's grabbed in midair there by Creighton Waltz, and he'll put it down on the ice. Try and make a move here with the puck, and now going behind the ice there is, check that. That was Reese Dorsey, number 10. Back there. Nope, check that. That was not number 10. That was Caleb Friddle, number 12, excuse me. And Friddle will take it away. Try and get around the defender. Unable to do so. Battle for the puck along the boards here, right on the blue line. And coming away with that is Dylan Tosteson. And that shot is deflected up into the air. Hallquist works it inside. Puck comes loose, floats over to the far boards where it's touched up there by that's Harrison Haystrup. Haystrup pinned up against the boards. Hallquist moving his stick in there. A couple Blue Jays in the mix as well. One of them was Connor McLaughlin. Trying to work the puck from behind the net here, trying to get a wrap around or get a pass up front. No luck so far here, as Ellingson will not keep it in the zone, but he will get it over onto the stick of Walsh. Walsh will fire it up over the blue line and over the red line for icing, and that'll bring the face-off all the way down to the other end of the ice. 13:09 to go here in the first period of play, and we'll chit-chat as much as we can over that music there because YouTube does not like that, and that's like the loudest music I've ever heard at any contest. It's a good song, but there we go. Back to action now as the face-off will go around the back of the net, come out the far side. Picking it up there is Reese Dorsey into the lineup here for Fargo North. Puck is chipped up into the near boards. 12:45 and counting to go here in the first period of play. Skating up on the puck is Wyatt Johnson for Fargo North as the puck comes along the near boards onto the stick there of Jacob Baumgartner. Baumgartner as well as Reese Dorsey in the back corner here. Dorsey, now Baumgartner touches up, and he'll come across mid-ice. He'll fire it into the Blue Jay zone, and that'll be a line change here for Fargo North with 12:20 to go in the first period of play. Battle for the puck over on the far side there. It's, I believe, Nathan Friddle, number 8. Yep, Nathan Friddle into the lineup. And Caleb Friddle, his brother, number 12, is also into the lineup at the same time. Number 8 and number 12 are both Friddles. And Caleb Friddle will get that along the near boards and put it in for Nathan Friddle off his stick over into the far corner. Ellingson will keep it in front of the blue line here for the Spartans. Spartans with an opportunity as Nathan Friddle dumps it off for Caleb Friddle, and it slides a little bit far wide right of the net. Jamestown will bring it back the other way. And a shot on goal there. I couldn't quite see the jersey number. It was partially tucked in. That was Nolan Nenow with the shot for Jamestown. In behind the Spartan net, battling for the puck. Nathan Friddle back there, and now the puck will come out on the far boards. And that will stop the clock with 11:16 to go.
Your athletic trainer on duty tonight is JD. Also, Fargo North would like to thank Sanford Power and Dylan Malkowski, Sanford Strength and Conditioning Specialist, for their commitment to helping all Fargo North athletes become faster, stronger, and more athletic.
Puck goes back in behind the Blue Jay net. They'll put it in the direction of McLaughlin. Couple of hard hits there, and they'll push it back into the corner. Picking it up there is Dylan Tostison. Tostison gets shoved off the puck there by Thomas Falk, number 5 for the Blue Jays. Battle for the puck in neutral ice here, and check into the board, and that will stop the clock here as Dylan Tostison pushed Corey Nelson into the boards. 10:43 to go here in the first period of play. We'll have a center ice face-off as a result. No penalty on the play. And the face-off is underway here. Shot on goal goes a little bit wide. It may have been deflected wide left here. Off the stick of Astrup. And Hallquist with a shot that nearly went top shelf. Now the puck comes loose in the near corner, and skating up on it is Drew Nelson. Nelson will get it to Hallquist with a backhanded pass there right onto the stick of Dylan Tostison. Jamestown will get the puck and bring it back the other way. 10:15 to go as we come into neutral ice. Crossing over the blue line there is Gavin Hout, a junior for the Blue Jays. Now the Blue Jays will get a line change there as the puck comes loose along the near boards. Battle for the puck along the near boards here in neutral ice. They got it over the blue line where it was picked up there by Gavin Hout. Hout will bring it, put it back onto the stick of Thomas Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer's shot deflected off the knee pad there of Drew Nelson over into the far boards. And now racing after it, I believe that's Elijah Fossum. Fossum and Tyler Thrash into the lineup now for Fargo North as well. Comes back to Ellingson. Ellingson keeps it, puts it back up to Fossum. Fossum gets pushed into the boards there by Alex Stockert. Fossum will get it back. Backhanded pass to Ellingson right in front of the blue line. Ellingson will keep it in the Blue Jay zone. 9:20 to go here, first period of play and counting. Pinned up in behind the boards. Coming out, Jacob Baumgartner, number 23, into the lineup now for Fargo North. And now Jamestown will come back the other way. It's Braxton Joracine. Joracine is a sophomore for the Blue Jays. Puck gets chipped up middle ice here and now lands on the stick there. Baumgartner. Baumgartner will lose it, and the Blue Jays will get it back. And that's going to be a penalty, I'm presuming anyway. And more than likely on Baumgartner. Yep, and he's going to go to the box. Probably a roughing call or interference. Cross-checking, one of those three. I have it narrowed down to 3 possible penalties there for Baumgartner. So first power play of the game for the Blue Jays comes with 8:46 to go. And the face-off will come to the stick side there of Jesse Stahl. So once again, a Blue Jay power play here. We'll get the official penalty call in just a moment. Spartans will get it out of the zone. 8.5 to go here. Here's the penalty call. 2-minute minor for interference. So it's my second of 3 guesses. That was the correct one.
Baumgartner for interference at 8:46.
Picking it up is McLaughlin. McLaughlin will slide it up onto the stick there of Hunter Nelson. Nelson into the near corner, still with the puck, dumps it back to his teammate. Can't see who that is there. My vision's blocked in that near corner. And Blue Jays will keep it in the zone, at least momentarily. Now Fargo North comes through neutral ice. That is Hallquist. Hallquist into the near corner, and we have a delayed penalty coming up here on Jamestown. We'll have 4-on-4 hockey once the Blue Jays touch the puck. They'll get it to Ellingson. Ellingson will fire a shot, and that got deflected. And now pass in front of the net, and no. This play continues on here. 6-on-5, or 5-on-5 with the pulled goalie, and now the whistle will come. And with 38 seconds remaining on the Fargo North power play, it's now going to be Thomas Falk, the senior, going to the box for the Blue Jays. So a 4-on-4 hockey for 38 seconds here with 7:24 to go in the first period of play. Once again, it's Jacob Baumgartner into the box for Fargo North and Thomas Falk into the box for the Jamestown Blue Jays. So 4-on-4 hockey for 38 seconds. Faceoff comes back onto the stick there, Reese Dorsey. And now Dorsey, middle of the blue line, puts a shot on net. That one will get deflected off to the far side, and the Spartans will keep it in the zone. Another shot that floats a little bit wide left of the net.
Number 5, Tommy Falk, a 2-minute minor for hooking. Time of that penalty, 7:24 remaining for the period. Falk for hooking at 7:24.
So hooking is the penalty, and now Fargo North is at full strength and on the power play for 1:17. Dorsey fires it across the ice there to Friddle. Friddle with a backhanded pass. Now they're looking to shove the puck in front of the net. Instead, it'll come back out to the near or the far point. Ellingson crossed the ice here for Dorsey. They'll float it in back behind the net for Tostison. They'll bring it back out. That is Wyatt Johnson. That shot got deflected. And then the second shot went right into the post here, possibly in the back skate. That was nearly saved. A couple of shots there for Fargo North. And another one, and that will stop the clock. 6:02 to go here in the first period of play. Couple new skaters on the ice for both teams here. 39 seconds remaining in the Fargo North power play. Both teams have had one power play. Both teams have had a little bit of 4-on-4 hockey. Fargo North will keep that in the zone as Jamestown nearly got it out. And now here's a chance for Caleb Friddle, and he can't quite skate up onto the puck quick enough to get a position for a shot. Hallquist will help out there. Back to Friddle. Shot is on, and it's just wide left. And another shot there. And that one's saved there. That one was off the stick of Richards, we'll say. I need to find out. That shot's a little bit up high, and Fargo North pounding in the shots now here. They will clear the puck out of the zone, and that'll end the penalty for Jamestown. Now we're at 5-on-5 hockey here. Far side goes in behind the net. Wyatt Johnson trying to get it out of the zone there, and Fargo North will get it out of the zone. They'll get it on the stick of Caleb Friddle. Friddle for Hallquist. Hallquist's shot was deflected to the right side of the net. Friddle picks it up again. Pass is deflected over the blue line. The Spartans have to retreat out of the zone. 4:51 to go here in the first period of play. Excuse me. We'll adjust our clock at the next stoppage here to get it on track for you. We apologize that we can get that started right away. Far side, I believe that's Nathan Friddle. And Friddle tried to drop it there, and nobody was there until Reese Dorsey, or check that, it was a 2 and not a 1, and there comes the stoppage that we're looking for. And we'll go ahead and reset the clock down to 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Feel like I'm an NFL announcer asking the clock operator to reset the clock here. All right, so that is the correct time within about a second or so. Comes back out here. That is Creighton Waltz, and now the puck will escape the zone and then be dumped back into behind the Blue Jays net. There's an opportunity in front of the net, and that one got deflected. I believe it was Tyler Thrash who got his stick on it, and then it got deflected out into the near boards. Now Jamestown with a shot. And that one will be covered up, and that will bring us to a stop with 3:39 to go here in the first period of play. Still scoreless here after one. The face-off will come to the stick side there of Jesse Stahl. Puck along the near boards, now in behind the net, and it's picked up far side there by Wyatt Johnson. Johnson gets pushed into the boards, but Fargo North will come away with it here. Nathan Friddle with a shot that goes up into the netting. That'll stop the clock. .320 to go here in the first period of play. Still scoreless. Once again in goal is Riley Gerhardt, the senior for the Blue Jays, as they had some issues getting the puck back, apparently, and now they finally got it. It'll be Nathan Friddle along with, can't quite see, I think it's possibly Jace Thompson for the Blue Jays. I can't see if that's number 12 or not. And it wasn't. It was number 10. Sorry. That was Jacoby Nold. Looking for an opportunity there. They had a shot. They couldn't sneak it in. Now they'll get another one. They got one a little bit high. 2:54 to go. Puck is chipped into the near boards here. They'll get it on the stick of Caleb Friddle. Friddle will spin around, enter neutral ice. Get it to Nathan Friddle. Friddle tries to drop it back into the near corner where it's picked up by Ellingson. Ellingson will stop behind his net, switch direction, get it to Friddle. Friddle will enter neutral ice, deke around the opponent, now into the Blue Jay zone. Puts a shot on net that gets the pad save out into the far corner. 2:17 and counting to go here. Here's Hallquist with an opportunity, and he couldn't sneak it in. It was just him and Gerhardt would get the win on that battle. It's not too often that Hallquist doesn't score when he has an opportunity like that one. Far side, it's Astrup, and now it comes into the near corner. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first period of play as Jamestown will bring the puck back up the near boards, but it'll be poked away, checked off the puck there at center ice, and ends up on the stick of Reese Dorsey. Now Hallquist up in the direction there of the puck, but and he will eventually touch up on it. Puck will drop and onto the stick of Wyatt Johnson. And now Wyatt Johnson will get it back. He'll enter neutral ice here. And looks like I don't know if he missed it or if he faked it. Looked like he was trying to slam the puck back into that near corner here, but shot from Hallquist wide right. That one will skip up and stay in play. Minute 7 and counting to go here in the first period. Puck along the near boards, battling for it right along the blue line. I think it crossed the blue line, and now they'll have to escape the zone, and racing back to get it there is Tyler Thrash. Picking it up there is Alex Stockert. He put it onto the stick there, Jace Thompson. Or no, check that. That's Stockert. 7 looked like a 2. I'm sorry. And then be picked up by Zach Rainey. And it is indeed Jace Thompson, number 12. I got that confirmed now. And that will bring an end to the first period here. Your first intermission, we're scoreless. Shots on goal unofficially 14-5 in favor of the Spartans. We'll get the official stat sheet here during our intermission break. We'll be back in a few minutes here with your intermission report right after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ND Sports Channel /live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give your advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Hi, this is Mike with the Magnitude Sports Media Network. I've done radio and video play-by-play since January 25th, 2016, and it is amazing how many big plays have been missed because the station was still on a commercial break. Our goal is to never miss any of the action, and that's why we have the game video in every advertisement and promo that you see on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. The game will always be the priority, so you'll never miss your son's 80-yard kick return for a touchdown or your daughter's critical three-pointer to take the lead late in the basketball game. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back here as we're in the first intermission, about 10 and a half minutes away from the start of the second period of play. Not a whole lot to go over. Shots on goal, we had it 14-5. The official sheet has it as 14-4, so we'll go with 14-4. Both teams had one penalty. Jacob Baumgartner went to the box at the 8:14 mark of the first period on a 2-minute minor for interference. And then at the 9:36 mark, Tommy Falk would go to the box, 2 minutes for hooking. And we would have about a minute and a half of 4-on-4 hockey before the Spartans would go on a power play once the Spartan penalty ended. And then they'd be on a power play for roughly 40 seconds or something like that. They would not convert on that power play opportunity. And that's all we got. No score. Otherwise, 14 shots on goal for Fargo North, 4 for Jamestown, and 4 saves for Jesse Stahl, and 14 saves for Riley Gerhardt for the Blue Jays. So that will wrap up your first period intermission. Since we have a few minutes, let's go over the seniors. As it is senior night tonight, you saw that during our pregame show. Harrison Astrup is his parents are Stephanie and Tom. He started playing hockey at the age of 4. His pregame ritual is the same warm-up playlist: tape stick, tie the left skate first, and then a handshake with Jesse, the goalie. His most memorable moment was a shootout win against Fargo South at home during his sophomore year. His favorite road trip memory, playing games at the hotel in Thief River every year. His favorite food is chicken Alfredo. That's something him and I have in common. He is in DECA and also plans to go to NDSU after he graduates from Fargo North. For Jacob Baumgartner, a defender, nicknamed Bomber, his parents are Tara and Jeremy, and he started playing hockey at the age of 6. Pre-game ritual is to harass Creighton Waltz and another senior. And his memorable moment was JV locker hockey. I'd have to ask him to define that. I could take a good guess at what that is. Favorite road trip memory, Thief River Falls sophomore year tournament trip.
He enjoys steak. He likes playing Xbox. His hidden talent, he says, is confidential. He will not release that information. And he wants to be an ASU financial advisor after graduating from Fargo North. Robert Ellingson, a defenseman. His parents are Vanessa and Jeremy. He started playing hockey at the age of 7. His pregame ritual is the tape stick. His most memorable moment is a shootout win against South at home his sophomore year. It was on Stick It to Cancer night. His favorite road trip memory, Wyatt dumping his water on Walker's head. And then favorite food is pancakes and bacon. That sounds good right now. Other activities, he plays soccer. Hidden talent, drawing/art, and he wants to go to NDSU for crop science or engineering, but is also considering other options after he graduates from Fargo North. Elijah Fossum, a forward. Jerry and Matt are his parents. He started playing hockey at the age of 5. His pregame ritual is smack the boys with the foam roller. His favorite memory is beating South in a shootout win his sophomore year. And his favorite road trip memory is also Wyatt dumping his water on Walker's head. Favorite food is popcorn. He also plays football. His hidden talent is he claims that he can go invisible, but nobody has ever seen him do it. He wants to go to NDSU after he graduates from Fargo North. For Caleb Friddle, his nickname is Shooter. L'Oreal and Tom are his parents. He started playing hockey at the age of 5. His pregame ritual is a handshake with Mikey. His favorite memorable moment is winning the first round of EDC at home his sophomore year. Favorite road trip memory is playing Uno with the team at Thief River. And his favorite food is Stack from Moe's Southwestern Grill. He also plays football and participates in track and DECA. After graduation, he wants to pursue junior hockey and or at UND. Michael Hallquist, the assistant captain, number 7, nickname Q, Holly or Mikey. Parents' names are Deb and Matt. He started playing hockey at the age of 5. His pregame ritual, tie the left skate first, new tape job on his stick, handshake with Friddle, and then he's always the third to last player to go onto the ice. Memorable moment, pulled out a loose tooth just before scoring a penalty shot. Favorite road trip memory, playing the big games of Uno. Favorite food, soft and chewy bars and any candy. Other activities include tennis and baseball and stucco, and then after graduation he wants to pursue junior hockey or college or both. Wyatt Johnson, his nickname is Rat. Parents are Heather and Casey. He started playing hockey at the age of 3. Pre-game ritual during the final minute of ice warm-ups. He says he tries to keep the puck up in the air with his stick and then bat it into the net during the final minute, and that strikes my interest because I saw the exact same thing with Nathan McKinnon of the Colorado Avalanche when they were doing the final minute of pregame warm-ups against the Minnesota Wild. So I don't know if Wyatt picked that up from him or not. Or maybe it was Nathan McKinnon who picked it up from Wyatt. You never know. Memorable moment, Brent Kolbach scoring the winning shootout goal against South in his sophomore year. Favorite road trip memory, pouring water on Walker's head, and he said, "You poured your whole water bottle on me." His favorite food is ice cream. He also plays football and baseball. Hidden talent is he's really good at memory games, and he wants to go to NDSU for electrical engineering after he graduates from Fargo North. Jesse Stahl, goalie, nicknamed Jess. Teresa and Mark are his parents, and he started playing hockey at age 6. His pregame ritual is to eat 2 hot dogs and Tate Fossum stick. Memorable moment is his first varsity start in the net. Favorite road trip memories when he went to Bismarck and beat both the Demons and the Patriots. Favorite food, wings or grinders. He also plays soccer. He says his hidden talent is a secret. He would not release that information. And after graduation, guess what? He plans to go to college. That's all he said. Tyler Thrasher, Thrash 3, there's nicknames. Becky and Louie Thrash are his parents. He started playing hockey at the age of 6. His pregame ritual is the first one out on the ice. Also, memorable moment, being South in a shootout his sophomore year. The Bismarck Roadie senior year was his favorite road trip memory. His favorite food is a grinder from the Red Pepper. Great choice there, Tyler. Other activities, he plays baseball. His hidden talent is an unreal dancer. And after graduation, he's going to go to college, but undecided at this time what he wants to do. Creighton Waltz, a defenseman for the Spartans, nicknamed Waltz. Parents are Jennifer and Bob, along with Matt Waltz. Started playing hockey at the age of 10. His pregame ritual is to listen to the same pregame playlist on the way to the rink. Getting stuck in Bismarck during a blizzard was his most memorable moment. Favorite road trip memory is every time the team goes to Thief River. Favorite food is pizza. Hidden talent is that he's really flexible and he wants to go to NDSU after he graduates from Fargo North. That wraps up your players, and now the trainers and managers. Kate Dufault is a senior. Her parents are Beth and Kyle. Her duties on the team are to fill water bottles, run music at the games, and handle the Twitter account for Fargo North Hockey. Why did she choose to be a manager in hockey? She says her sister was a manager, and she used to play hockey, so she thought it would be fun. Favorite part of the job, hanging out with Jensen, JD, the trainer, and the boys every day. Least favorite part of the job, when they have to deal with telling the boys not to break the bottles. Most memorable moment is going to get Starbucks with Jensen Koobs next to the rink at Grand Forks Central. And we're underway here with the second period of play. Favorite food for Kate is watermelon Sour Patch Kids. Their hidden talent is double jointed elbows, and after graduation, she's going to attend NDSU for special education. We'll get to Jensen Hanneman next. That's our final one, as we had 3 minutes, but they decided to take the 3 minutes off the clock and start the second period a little bit early. Jensen's parents are Chris and Rob. Her duties are to fill the water bottles for the games and practices, run the team Twitter account, and make fire-ups for the boys. She chose to be a manager for hockey because she was asked by a previous manager, and her brother played, so she thought it would be fun. Her favorite part of the job is hanging out with Kate, JD during practice, and getting to know the coaches and the boys each year. And her least favorite part of the job is getting home late after the away games. Her favorite food is meatballs, shot on net wide left. Once again, her favorite food is meatballs. Most memorable moment is playing spoons with the guys in Bismarck this year, or when Koobs takes them to Starbucks in Grand Forks. Her hidden talent is she can make water droplet noises with her mouth, and then after graduation, she attends to attend UND up in Grand Forks. So that is a look at your seniors this year for Fargo North. Both the players, the trainers, and the team managers. We'll let our clock tick down a couple more seconds here as it's 15:48 to go as of the puck drop. Jamestown in the dark blue moving from left to right on your screen. Fargo North in the white jerseys moving from right to left on your screen. Second period of play here, still scoreless. Couple of good opportunities for both teams in that first period of play and a couple of penalties too. Right now we're at 5-on-5 hockey, and that will stop the clock with 15:25 to go here in the second period of play. Icing will come down to the other end of the ice for the face-off here. All right, and that face-off is won by Fargo North. They'll bring it into neutral ice here, as that is Dylan Tostison. And now Hallquist slides in to try and gain possession of the puck, and does so. Tried to feed it up front. Hallquist still with the puck over on the far side. Now he dumps it back in behind the net. Put it onto the stick there, Wyatt Johnson. That shot, that puck went in, and I believe it was a shot. And trying for the wraparound, Hallquist couldn't quite get it in, and that will be covered up. So a lot of shots here to start the period for Fargo North. They have 17 shots in the match so far compared to just 4 for the Blue Jays. Face-off will come to the stick side there. Riley Gerhardt, the senior goalie for the Jamestown Blue Jays. Fargo North will keep it in the zone. They'll fire it in front of the net there, but it got deflected out to the far boards. And now back out to neutral ice. Drew Nelson in behind the net there, still with the puck. Now they'll loose puck picked up at the red line by Jamestown, immediately taken away by Fargo North. As Hallquist will dump it in, and Fargo North will get a line change. Battle for the puck along the boards, gets flicked up into the air and into neutral ice. Where it's picked up there, and that will be stopped.
Fargo Public Schools once again like to thank staff for the medicine with their athletic training services this season. Your athletic trainer on duty tonight is JD.
In behind the net there, picking it up is Ellingson for Fargo North. Battling for it there is Cummings for Jamestown. Now ends up on the stick there of Waltz. Puck will come loose. It was Alex Stockert trying to chip it away there off the stick of Elijah Fossum, who has it behind the net now for the Spartans. Puck stays along that far board. Shot goes a little bit wide. It may have been deflected off to the left side. I'm not 100% sure on that. When the play's down on this end of the ice, I have to call the game off the monitor here because my vision is blocked from some spectators. So we apologize for that, but we'll do the best we can when it's down on that end of the ice. Now be saved there by Jesse Stahl and pushed out to his teammate. Spartans will bring it back into neutral ice. They'll put the puck in the direction of McGettrick Richards. And now Caleb Friddle over on the far side. Works the puck in behind the net. Battle for it in the near corner. I know Friddle's one of the 4 players back there. Not sure about the other 3. Tripped up, incidental trip up behind the net there. No call on the play, and that's the right no call. 12 minutes to go here in the second period. We are still scoreless. Fargo North with the advantage on shots on net, but that number doesn't really matter. It's that 0-0 number that matters right now. But I think if you get enough shots on net, one of them's eventually going to go in, and that's kind of really the only. That was a nice glove save there by Gerhardt out of the air. That's really the only advantage you could say that Fargo North has. All right. 11:33 and counting. Jamestown will take it away, bring it in through neutral ice there. That's Tommy Falk. Tommy Falk is the lone Blue Jay to go to the penalty box tonight, and it was Baumgartner going to the box for Fargo North back in the first period. That whistle stopped the clock with 11:06 to go here in the second period of play. Face-off will be won by the Blue Jays, but nearly taken away right in front of the net there by the Spartans. And that'll slip by the stick of Creighton Walls and go all the way back where Ellingson will pick it up. Work it out from behind his own net along the near boards. He gets it up there onto the stick of McGettrick Richards. Richards tried to pass it in the middle there, but it was deflected by Braxton Jorison. Comes back out to the point. I believe that was Friddle. He was just off camera. And no, check that. It was Drew Nelson. So I'll stop the clock with 10:24 to go here. Once again, 19-7 unofficial shots on net there. Puck in behind the Blue Jay net here. Blue Jays will have possession of it for the moment, and they'll work it out into neutral ice. Swatted away in a battle for the puck there right at the red line, and Jamestown will come away with it, at least for the moment. And now we have a whistle, and I didn't see what happened. Not sure what the whistle was for. It looks like a high sticking call, if I saw the hand signal correctly. 9:54 to go here in the second period of play. And going to the box for the second time tonight is Jacob Baumgartner. We believe it's for high sticking, but we'll wait for the official call here in just a moment. So once again, a 2-minute minor for Baumgartner. And now Jamestown with their second power play of the night. And Fargo North will clear the zone. All the way in behind the Blue Jay net. Blue Jays will work it out far side from behind the net. They'll enter into neutral ice there, and that is, check that, Falk, number 5. Puck pinned up in the far corner.
On number 23, Jacob Baumgartner, the 2-minute minor for high sticking.
And it was indeed high sticking to Baumgartner.
9:54 remaining.
Minute 24 remaining on the Jamestown power play.
For high sticking at 9:54.
Falk in front of the blue line here. And he'll skate. Hallquist was able to get it out of the zone. And now getting a chance here is Jace Thompson, and that one just missed. That puck will get fired down to the other end of the ice. Near side here, that is Corey Nelson. Nelson had it taken away there by Drew Nelson. So Nelson took it away from Nelson. That one will get chipped up, and it'll be caught by Falk and put down to the ice. He'll get pushed off the puck there by Corey Friddle. Or Caleb Friddle, excuse me. And now back the other way here. He'll be picked up by Fargo North's Wyatt Johnson. Johnson will get it to Nathan Friddle, and then he'll ricochet back to Johnson. I believe that's Friddle to Friddle. And that one was saved. And now we have a little extracurricular activity in front of the net here. Clock is stopped with 7:44 to go. And a short delay here in the puck drop as they'll make Jamestown switch the face-off. Work it right in front of the net there, trying to get it in front of the net. Jamestown doing a good job of not making that easy for the Spartans. And a quick whistle will stop the clock with 7:22 to go here. I believe it was an offside call. And we'll have a neutral zone face-off as a result. It'll be Hallquist versus Nenow. Jamestown will push that puck in behind the Spartan net where Ellingson will fight for it. Also Hallquist. Hallquist slips, battle for the puck along the near boards here. And there's an opportunity and a nice shot and a nice save there by Gerhardt. Shots 20-9 unofficially here in favor of the Spartans, and we're still scoreless in the second, about a little over halfway through the second period of play. A couple minutes past halfway, 6:56 remaining here in the second period. And the faceoff will be won by Fargo North. Jamestown will take the puck away, but the puck remains on the Blue Jay zone here. Battle for it along the near boards. Now they flick it out to neutral ice, where it'll be picked up there by Fargo North's Drew Nelson. Back the other way, it's Caleb Friddle and a couple other Blue Jays who will pop it up near side. And winning the battle here at the red line is Wyatt Johnson for the Spartans. Puck goes back to neutral ice. They'll put it onto the stick of Wyatt Johnson. Johnson will fire it into behind the red line there, and no changes for Fargo North on the bench. Nathan Friddle over on the far corner working the puck, and he'll push it in behind the net there for McGettrick Richards. There's an opportunity in front of the net. That shot gets deflected into the near corner. And we have a whistle and a stoppage in play. 5:44 to go here in the second period. Still no score between the Spartans and the Blue Jays. Mike Mason with you here on the Andy Sports Channel. Certainly appreciate you tuning in, and we hope you tune in for all of our game broadcasts. We'd absolutely love that. We try and get the fun games on here. We try and get the good games on, but not always successful at that. Fargo North will pick it up. And through neutral ice here, it's Tyler Thrash. And we're going to have a delayed, no, check that, no penalty. And Jamestown will take it away. And that'll be immediately picked up by Ellingson, and now a battle for the puck at center ice. Backhanded pass onto the stick there, Falk. Falk being pushed off there by Corey Nelson. Or no, check that, wrong roster. That was Creighton Walls, number 20. 4:55 to go. Backhanded pass there onto the stick of Tyler Thrash. Thrash along the near boards. Gets pushed off the puck there by Jamestown. Ellingson pinned up there along the boards by Nolan Nenow. And now the puck will come loose and onto the stick there of Fossum, Elijah Fossum. And here's an opportunity for Jamestown. It's right in front of the net, and it got deflected up. The net was wide open there, and it got deflected, and it went over the crossbar instead of into the net. Bad break there for the Blue Jays, as they could have taken the 1-0 lead. Now back over here, it's an opportunity and another save. A pad save on the right pad there for Gerhardt. All right, so 4:09 to go here in the second period of play, and a shot right off the face-off there that goes a little bit wide right. And now we have another stoppage. And we have a penalty to Fargo North. Jamestown will go on the power play on the penalty to Dylan Tosteson. Now bring the face-off all the way down to the other end. So Blue Jays will have half of the remaining part of the period here to try and score a goal on a power play. Spartans will clear the puck out of the zone.
Number 4, Dylan Tosteson. A 2-minute minor for hooking. Time of that penalty, 4:01 remaining in the second period. Tosteson for hooking at 4.
That's all we've had in this game is penalties. We've had no goals, and that shot's deflected up into the net and out of play. 3:27 to go here in the second period of play, and they'll get a new puck into the ice, and once again, a minute 26 remaining on the power play here for Jamestown. 3:27 remaining in the period. So the puck will go in behind the Spartan net into the near corner. Ellingson racing up on it, as is a couple of Blue Jays. Now the puck will escape to center ice, where it's picked up there by Nolan Nenow. Nenow will drop it back onto the stick there, Connor McLaughlin. And now picking it up there is Jace Thompson. Jace Thompson will bring it into the Spartan zone. And he'll get pushed off the puck, and that puck will be cleared out. Picked up at the red line there by Tommy Falk. Falk will enter into the zone. And now a shot on net is going to be saved, and that'll stop the clock with 53 seconds to go on the power play and 2:54 to go in the period. .48 seconds remain in the Blue Jay power play, and here comes Caleb Friddle. He will fall down, and as well as the Blue Jay who was defending him. 33 seconds to go here on the power play. They'll chip it in front of the net. Here comes the one-timer, and that got deflected into the glove of Jesse Stahl. It looked like he was shooting it to the left side, and then right as it was going to that far post, it got deflected and shifted direction towards the near post. And thankfully for the Spartans, it was Stahl's glove who was right there. All right, so 20 seconds remaining on the power play here. And that one just barely stayed in the zone. They'll push into the corner now and behind the net. Fighting for it there is Wyatt Johnson along with Joseph Cummings. As the puck comes back out into neutral ice here with 2:05 to go, and that'll stop the clock with 2:05 and 4 seconds remaining on the power play for Jamestown. So Jamestown about to go 0-2 on power play opportunities here in this game so far, and we remain scoreless with shots on goal favoring Fargo North 22-13 unofficially with 2:04 to go here in the period. Face-off, neutral ice, far side just in front of the blue line outside of the Blue Jay zone, and the Spartans are at full strength. Minute 55 and counting to go in the period, and we'll have another stoppage in the clock. Stops the clock with a minute 53 to go as the puck goes out of play, and we'll have another neutral zone face-off here. So just under 2 minutes to go now, and back to 5-on-5 hockey. Ellingson will keep it in the zone. He'll fire it towards the goal. Shot from the point just in front of the blue line here, and that will ricochet out to the far boards where it's touched up on by Elijah Fossum. And then that shot towards the net was picked off there by Jamestown's Nolan Nenow.
1 minute remaining play in the second period. 1 minute.
Some new players on the ice here for both teams. 59.7 seconds to go here in the second period of play, and we're still scoreless. 9-6, if I remember correctly, for the Blue Jays, and 7-2-2 for the Spartans here, the overall records. So for the most part, a pretty even matchup here. According to win-loss records, you could say that these two teams are pretty close to being equally talented when it comes to winning and losing. So so maybe one last rush here for Fargo North, and the shot is on net, and that one's saved again. deflected out into the near corner. Goes all the way down to the other end of the ice. Picked up in behind the net there by Wyatt Johnson. And now Fargo North with 8 seconds to go. It'll be picked up in the back there by Zach Rainey. And that will be the end of the period. That shot will not be official shot as it came after the buzzer there, and that brings us to our second intermission. We're still scoreless between the Spartans and the Blue Jays here on the ND Sports Channel. We will take a break and come back with your second intermission report right after this.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give your advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were subscribed to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back. Second intermission here at the Coliseum in North Fargo, and we're still scoreless between the Blue Jays and the Spartans. Shots on goal as of the second period stat sheet is 28-11 in favor of the Spartans. 14 shots on goal in the first period, 14 in the second for the Spartans for a game total of 28. 4 in the first period, 7 in the second period for a total of 11 shots on goal for the Jamestown Blue Jays. Fargo North with 3 penalties, and Jamestown with 1 penalty, and Jamestown's 0 for 3 on power plays, and Fargo North is 0 for 1 on power plays. Both goalies have saved every shot. Let's see here, 11 saves on 11 shots on goal, 28 saves on 28 shots on goal for Riley Gerhardt, and 11 on 11 for Jesse Stahl. 2-minute minor for interference to Jacob Baumgartner at the 8:14 mark of the first period, and then Tommy Falk for Jamestown went to the box for a 2-minute minor for hooking. That would be all the action in the first period, and then Jacob Baumgartner would go to the box for the second time on a 2-minute minor for high sticking at the 7:06 mark of the second period of play, and then Dylan Tosteson would go to the box with 12:59 to go in the period. Or at the 12:59 mark of the second period is what I should say, and he went to the box for hooking, and that's been our only action. We've had no goals, and that's not much more to say on that. So, once again, it is senior night here at Fargo North, and we want to mention the seniors for the Jamestown Blue Jays, including senior goalie Riley Gerhardt, senior forward Tommy Falk, senior forward Corey Nelson, senior defenseman Sam Feebigger, and then senior forward Eastbrand Grausta. If I'm saying that incorrectly, I apologize. And your seniors for Fargo North include, let's see here, let me flip this open really quick, Harrison Astrup, along with Jacob Baumgartner, who has been to the box 2 times tonight. Robert Ellingson, the assistant captain, plays defenseman, and then Elijah Fossum, the forward, Caleb Friddle, the captain, Mike Hallquist, the forward and assistant captain, Wyatt Johnson, along with Jesse Stahl, Tyler Thrash, Creighton Waltz, and then team trainer and manager Kate Dufault, and team trainer and manager Jensen Henneman, if I'm saying that correctly, and if not, I do apologize. So those are all your seniors for Jamestown and all your seniors for Fargo North. We're about 6 minutes away from the start of the third period of play. We're scoreless. Don't go anywhere. Somebody's got to win this one, and we'll see if it happens in the third period or not when we come back after this short timeout here on the ND Sports Channel.
The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ND Sports Channel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Since October 17th, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give you advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
All right, we'll come out of that break a little bit early here as we're underway in the third period of play here, and we're scoreless between the Spartans and the Blue Jays. Somebody's got to win it in this period or we'll see overtime. And we'll see what happens here over the next 16 and a half minutes or so. 16:40 to be exact. The clock's just a couple seconds off. We'll keep it as close to the correct time as possible. Once again, Fargo North in the white with the shot and in front there, and it's saved by Gerhardt. Another shot on goal for the Spartans here. So the faceoff will come to the stick side of Gerhardt. And the faceoff is won by, well, we'll say Jamestown, I guess. Puck will come loose here, and moving up the ice here for Jamestown is that is Hunter Nelson, number 22. Picked up over on the far side there by Nathan Friddle, and now we'll get it onto the stick of Caleb Friddle, and Friddle tried to squeeze it up ice, but it was momentarily taken away there by Jace Thompson of the Blue Jays, and now trying to fire it back in is Wyatt Johnson. But the Blue Jays will bring it out of their own zone, and right at the blue line, Fargo North will exchange blue line possessions there with the Blue Jays. Blue Jays will work it onto the stick there. Hunter Nelson along the near boards. He fires it over to the far side where it's picked up by Dylan Toskison. And the puck escapes the zone. And that's an icing call. And it'll bring the faceoff all the way down to the other end of the ice with 15:23 to go here in the third period of play. Ellingson will push the puck in behind the net where it'll be picked up by Toskison, I do believe. Yep, that is Toskison. Now Hallquist in behind. Tried to feed it in front of the net. Nobody was there, and now the puck is banged around, and a couple of shots, and it'll be cleared out by Jamestown. A lucky break there for the Blue Jays. Now Hallquist with it. Hallquist trying to deke around the opponents, but it'll be taken away there, at least momentarily it was. And now the shot on is saved there off the stick of Harrison Astra. .43 and counting to go here in the third period. This goes in behind the Blue Jay net, picked up far side there by, I believe that might have been Baumgartner. Yes, it was Baumgartner. All right, so Fargo North will have a penalty here. Or, I'm sorry, Jamestown will have a penalty here, excuse me. It'll be Nolan Neow going to the penalty box here. Fargo North 0 for 1 on power plays here in this contest so far, and now they'll have a minute 58 to try and change that. Puck will escape the zone here and chasing after it. Can't quite see around these spectators here. Come out far side there, that is Tosteson. Tosteson fires it across there where Hallquist will pick it up.
Nolan Neow, a 2-minute minor for interference. Time of that penalty, 13:20 remaining in the third period. Neow for interference.
And it's in! And the Jamestown Blue Jays are on the board with a shorthanded goal with 12:36 to go. And the goal is scored by Corey Nelson. So 1-0 off the goal by Corey Nelson. We'll see who they give the assist to.
Jamestown goal. Scored by number 20, Corey Nelson. Assist goes to number 5, Thomas Hall. Time of that goal, 12:36 remaining in the third period. Nelson from Falk at 12:36. And that is a short-handed goal.
There's some action in front of the net there, and Fargo North can't cash in on that opportunity. One-timer. Oh, that one almost snuck in. That a couple more shots to the shot chart here for Jamestown. They'll stop the clock with 11:28 to go here. Fargo North still with plenty of time to tie this one up. And I don't know, I get this feeling that that's not the only goal that's going to be scored tonight. I just get the feeling. And now that puck goes into the net, and that'll immediately stop the clock again with 11:26 to go here in the third period. Puck will escape the zone here, and both teams at 5-on-5 in hockey now. I'll stop the clock with 11:10 to go now. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by recent donations from Fargo North fans and family. We certainly appreciate those donations. You can donate at our website at msportsnet.com. And if you're a Fargo North fan or a Jamestown fan, then we'll put your team on as the team to be selected when we have spots come open on our schedule around our sponsored games. Fargo North trying to get an opportunity here, and once again it was Corey Nelson who scored the goal, and they mentioned who got the assist, and I forgot to write it down. We'll get that during our post-game show. Shot on the way was deflected off the skate there. Thomas Pfeiffer on the shot by Creighton Walls. A little over 10 minutes to go here in Fargo North trailing 1-0. It was 0-0 through 2 periods of play. And the only advantage Fargo North had was the shots on goal, which is an advantage they still have. That icing call bring the face-off back down to the other end of the ice here. Once again, these games are available for a 24/7 replay on our website at msportsnet.com within about 20-30 minutes after the conclusion of our post-game show. This one will become available. Hallquist picks it up. Trying to work it back inside, but Jamestown will get it out of the zone. And now here's another opportunity. This is Hunter Nelson. Hunter Nelson puts it in front of the net, and it goes in behind the net now. And Fargo North will not get it out of there. Coming up the near side here, it's Astrup. Astrup looking inside. Now he puts a shot on, and that one gets a little bit wide. Hallquist gets it to Astrup. Astrup looking, now goes in behind the net, feeds it back to Hallquist. Hallquist back to the point, back to Hallquist, but past the stick. Astrup will pick it up in behind the net. Now he'll be poke checked off the puck, and the puck will escape the zone. Hallquist as well as Wyatt Johnson going back to chase it here. Reese Dorsey will follow it back for the icing call, and they'll stop the clock with 8:47 to go here in the third period of play. All right. Puck gets chipped up into the air, picked up in neutral ice there by Ellingson. Ellingson will fire it up onto the stick of Caleb Friddle. Friddle pushes it up there, and chasing after it is McGettrick Richards. Now it'll be Falk bringing it up for the Blue Jays, being pressured by a couple of Spartans. No call on that one. I think some of the Blue Jay fans may have wanted a call. They didn't get one. Caleb Friddle to Nathan Friddle, and falling down, and I don't know if it looked like maybe a partial trip and a partial jump, and somehow nobody got hurt on that play there. 8 minutes to go, battle along the near boards. 7:51 to go. Battle for the puck in behind the Blue Jay net. Goes for the wraparound, and it's not in. Friddle was there. Ellingson with the shot. Right in front of the net there, and nobody can get it in. Great opportunity. That one slides a little bit wide left, and now falling down to cover it up is Gerhardt. Stop the clock with 7:34 to go. We'll have a face-off on one of the face-off circles down there. $7:30 to go here. Fargo North trying to create some pressure and get some opportunities in front of the net, and they're doing that, but nice job by Gerhardt and the rest of the Blue Jays to keep it out of the net. 7:13 to go. 7:09 to go, and now the clock will stop with 7:09 on the clock. So the face-off will come down to the stick side of Riley Gerhardt. And a little jumping there, and now the puck will drop. Won by Jamestown. But Fargo North will get it back, and now Jamestown will try and get it out of the zone, but it's kicked in and stayed in, and now it comes over the blue line along the near boards. It'll be dumped back into the Spartan zone, and it'll cross the net for an icing call, bringing the face-off all the way down here with 6:54 to go here in the period. Fresh players on the ice for both teams here. And once again, the goal scored by Corey Nelson, the senior forward for the Jamestown Blue Jays. I believe it was at the, I forgot, I didn't write down the time either. I think it was right around 10:59 if memory serves me correctly. About 4 minutes ago. Since then, Fargo North has had a few opportunities in front of the net, and a few good ones too, but great defense by the Blue Jays has kept that puck out of the net. Plus, that Corey Nelson goal, if you're just joining us, was a shorthanded goal. That came on a Fargo North power play. He'll get it up to Caleb Friddle, one-on-one, shot on and right into the chest of Gerhardt. So like I said, they're being a little bit more aggressive here. You didn't see those kind of shots in the first couple of periods. Near side, that's McGettrick Richards pushing it in behind the net there for Tostenson. Tostenson back to McGettrick Richards. Richards will fire it out and Ellingson will pick it up. He'll look for a shot. He'll put it on net, but it was deflected. Taken away there by the goal scorer, Corey Nelson. And now it goes back into the zone. And nearly giving it up there. And they will take it away. Nathan Friddle with the shot that got deflected, and now Corey Nelson will punch it up to the near boards, all the way down to the other end of the ice, and a whistle, and they'll stop the clock at 5:28 to go here in the third period of play. Once again, Blue Jays lead on a shorthanded goal by Corey Nelson here in the third period. That's been our only scoring of the game so far. 5:28 to go. We'll see if the Spartans can tie this one up or not. Goes in behind the Blue Jay net. Spartans there trying to work it around. That is in the front of the net there. That was Tyler Thrash who got a shot on. That puck gets high up into the far corner, bounces off the red line on the boards. Hallquist, or no, check that. That is Thrash who picked it up. Thrash gets pushed off the puck and now battle for it along the near boards. Goes back into the corner. They'll try and chip it up into the air, but Reese Dorsey will catch it, put it down on the ice, and give it up to the onto the stick of Tyler Thrash. Now goes in behind the Blue Jay net with 4:48 and counting to go here in the third period of play. Comes back as Dorsey will pick it up. Now Dorsey has it again. He'll fire it into neutral ice. Gets deflected. Hallquist picks it up. Hallquist is there with Elijah Fossum. Shot goes wide right. 4:25 and counting to go as the puck comes back to neutral ice. They'll dump it in behind the net, and Fargo North will get a line change here. A couple fresh players on the ice with 4:15 to go. Here comes Jamestown. That is Hunter Nelson into the Spartan zone. Picked up behind the net there by Creighton Waltz. And nobody knows where the puck is at. All right, so 3:57 officially. As they're looking at the net, not sure if it maybe came off the pegs or what the situation was. I think they're still looking for the puck, actually. Yeah, they're looking for the puck. They don't know where the puck went. I think it might be stuck in the pads there of Jesse Stahl. They lift up a net a few times to see if the puck was underneath the net, and Stahl's taking off his pads. See if and there's the puck. It was indeed in his pads somewhere. Well, that's a first. I've never seen something like that before in a hockey game, boys or girls for that matter. They'll keep it in front, and that shot was deflected. Picked up by Hallquist. Hallquist nearly lost it, got on the stick of Harrison Astrup. Astrup comes into the Blue Jay zone with 3:45 to go here in the third period of play. Puck goes in behind the net. Ellingson over there on the far boards, and it's put onto the stick of Ellingson by Friddle, and now glove save by Gerhardt. Stops the clock with 3:35 to go. Spartans getting some shots on goal here, but none of them going in. And they're about half of those shots have been some quality scoring opportunities too for Fargo North. They just haven't been able to convert on any of them yet. Three Spartans racing back to prevent Hunter Nelson from, or Corey Nelson, excuse me, from picking it up. Now coming back here, that is Nathan Friddle, and a near opportunity. That was a very well-played puck, and it just couldn't chip it into the net. Keeping it in the zone, there's Waltz. 2:57 and counting to go here in the third period of play. Here's a chance, Nathan Friddle, backhanded, rebound in front, and saved by Gerhardt. 2:52 to go here in the third period of play. Once again, Spartans getting some shots on goal here, but none of them going in. They've had some quality scoring chances in this one in the late half of this third period, and they still got a little bit of time to work with here, but the clock is becoming an enemy here. If they don't get a goal in the next 30 to 40 seconds here, they're going to be starting to right in that edge of being in trouble. Misfire on the shot there is, I believe that's Landon Olsen, number 5. Nathan Friddle in front of the net. Olsen goes in behind the net where the puck goes. Reaching out for the puck there, and it'll be picked up by Fargo North. Friddle trying to wrap around, won't go. Shot from the point. Pad saved by Gerhardt. That was off the stick of Drew Nelson. And now come back the other way here with 2:22 and counting to go here in the third period of play. Goes in behind the Spartan net where it's picked up there by Drew Nelson. Over onto the far boards. Landon Olsen touching up on it. Now comes over to the near boards onto the stick of Tostison. Tostison works it up. Friddle, but it's taken away there by Connor McLaughlin. Now Jamestown will push it back into the Spartan zone, and it'll be picked up here by Fargo North. They'll push it in behind their net and onto the stick there of Wyatt Johnson. Johnson tried to get it up in the direction. Oh, that's Nathan Friddle. Friddle tried to put a shot on, but it was blocked there by the skate or stick or something of Joseph Cummings. It was blocked by Joseph Cummings. Whether it was a pad or what it was blocked by Joseph Cummings. Let's put it that way. Minute 35 to go. Just over 90 seconds to go here in regulation. The Spartans have threatened, but they have not been able to get one in just yet. Here comes Hallquist. Hallquist trying to get around, that was Connor McLaughlin, and now the puck will escape the zone once again. Over the blue line, a minute 20 to go. Far side, that's Jace Thompson touching up on the puck, being harassed there by Hallquist. 1 minute to go in the hockey game.
1 minute remaining to play in the third period.
Caleb Friddle in front of the net there. Loose puck. And that one gets chipped up into the air, and then Gerhardt reaches and grabs it with his glove. Stops the clock with 52.4 seconds to go. And I believe we're going to have a timeout here. Fargo North want to talk this over, and I don't blame them. It was Corey Nelson scoring on a shorthanded goal with about 10, 11 minutes remaining in the third period. And that goal happened about maybe 20 or so seconds after Fargo North went on the power play on what ended up being a penalty to, I believe it was Nolan Nenow who went to the box on that particular penalty. And Fargo North, since that goal, has put at least 10 to 12 shots on net. And they've certainly had some quality opportunities out of those 10 to 12 shots, but they have not been able to sneak any in yet. You have to wonder here with 52.4 seconds if Fargo North will pull their goalie or not. That's probably one of the options they're possibly discussing right now. Give them a man advantage. Once again, if Fargo North can sneak one in, we'll have overtime, but we thought maybe that we would have overtime at 0-0, but now if that's going to happen, Fargo North has 52 seconds to make it happen. Face-off comes to the near face-off circle. Far side and it'll escape. Racing back is Ellingson. Can he get there first? And he will. Fargo North has pulled their goalie. They have a man advantage. Ellingson works it out far side. They get it onto the stick of Hallquist as he moves it through neutral ice. Astrup picks it up but falls down. Near side here on the near boards, picked up by Wyatt Johnson. Now escapes all the way down and just missed the goal. That'll be an icing call. Stops the clock with 25 seconds to go and brings the face-off all the way down here. And you couldn't ask for icing at a better time here for Fargo North. They could certainly use the face-off down on this end instead of the other end. That face-off is won by Fargo North. And that shot is a little bit wide left. 19 seconds to go. Check that Hallquist, and they'll push that one in, and that will stop. Hallquist had like a between the legs pass to put it on the stick of Friddle, who was in front of the net, and then he put the shot on, and then a scramble for the rebound, and that'll stop the clock with 12.9 seconds to go here. Fargo North still pushing, looking for that opportunity to get a goal in, and they're getting the face-offs down on this end of the ice, and they have pulled their goalie. And here's an opportunity, and no. Friddle is there, it's in! Friddle scored with 5.5 seconds to go! Caleb Friddle gets the goal and we're tied at 1. Well, how about that, folks? I said earlier I don't think that was going to be the only goal of this game, and it turns out I was right. Took 40 shots, check that, 41 shots for Fargo North to get that goal in. They had 5 seconds to spare. Well, unless something remarkable happens out the face-off here, we're going to have overtime. Battling 2-1, and that will end it. We're going to overtime. .41-15, shots on goal. Corey Nelson with about 10:59 to go. Scores a shorthanded goal to make it 1-0 for Jamestown. Caleb Friddle scores and ties it up with 5 seconds to go.
First assist goes to number 9, there's an Astrup. Second assist goes to number 7, Michael Hallquist.
Assisted by Astrup and Hallquist.
In the third period. Friddle from Astrup, then Hallquist.
So we have about 2 minutes here before we start the overtime period. We'll take a short timeout. Be right back.
The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on the...
All right, we're ready. 8 minutes in overtime. And we're ready to go. Here, first one to score, sudden death, or we'll go to a shootout if nobody scores here in the next 8 minutes.
For Jamestown's Ronnie Gerhardt, 21 for a 3-3 total of 49.
So 49 shots on goal for Fargo North. I thought I may have missed a couple, to be honest with you, but that's okay. We'll get it up there. And I think he said 18 for Jamestown, so. .7:27 to go here in the overtime period. Caleb Friddle scoring with 5.5 seconds to tie it up if you're just joining us. That was a near shot and a near goal. Now they're going to try from the far side of the wraparound opportunity there. Will not go in. A shot from the point, that's deflected out into the near corner. 7:07 to go. Hallquist in behind the net. And now Jamestown will come back the other way here. That's Connor McLaughlin. And now moving in is the goal scorer, Corey Nelson. Nelson! It'll be covered up by Stahl. Stopping the clock with 6:50 to go here in the overtime period. Once again, Corey Nelson, the guy who was skating in there, is the one who scored the shorthanded goal for Jamestown to give them the 1-0 lead. And then Caleb Friddle, with 5.5 seconds remaining, ties it up for Fargo North to send us to overtime. Face-off won by, I believe Fargo North won the face-off, kind of delayed. Now 2-on-2 back the other way here. That is Astrup. Astrup looking inside, and he had in front of the net there McGettrick Richards, and now that'll be covered up by Gerhardt. .634 to go here in the overtime. Face-off won by Fargo North. They just barely keep it in the zone. In behind the net is Astrup. He had one of the assists as well as Hallquist on that game tying goal, I should say. 6:19 to go here in the overtime period. Jamestown will get a few skaters on the ice get some fresh legs out there. If you're thinking that shot total is favored, it's not. That's the actual shot total. They got like 30 of those shots in the third period trying to tie this game up. Loose puck over on the far side, and it's picked up there by Hunter Nelson. And it's poked away there by the stick of Drew Nelson, and now back the other way comes Fargo North. It's McGettrick Richards with the puck. Puck is chipped up into the air. Astrup will touch up on it in behind the Blue Jay net. Now it comes out into the near corner here. 5:40 to go here in the overtime period. Kept in the zone by Fargo North. Nice reach of the stick there, but now it'll come over the blue line. And this is check that. Yeah, that was the right call. For a moment there, I forgot which direction the teams were going. 5:21 to go to count. Moving in here is Drew Nelson, and that shot's a little bit off the mark. And now we have a whistle and stops the clock with 5:17 to go here. I have to wonder if some of these seniors might have a new favorite moment from that win over South in their sophomore years. That was like the favorite moment for every senior. And now you have to wonder if they win this game here, if their minds will be changed or not. I know if Jamestown wins it, their minds won't be changed, but you have to wonder if they do win it. Here comes Hallquist. Hallquist shot on. No, somehow his stick got tied up, and Gerhardt covered it up with his glove. Stops the clock with 4:58 to go here in the overtime period. Hallquist will win it, but the puck will come all the way back. Ellingson will chase it, and he's got to hurry up because heading over there is Cooper Allen, number 19 there for Jamestown. First time I called his name tonight. Going to be fired back in there by McLaughlin. Picked up in behind the net there by Fargo North's Creighton Waltz. And now Fargo North will move it into the zone. That's Landon Olson. Gives it up. Shot is snagged out of the air by Gerhardt. That was off the stick there of, trying to remember who was on that near side. I don't even remember. Drawing a blank on the jersey number that I saw there. So 4:28 to go in the overtime period. Fargo North wins the faceoff. Once again, sudden death, first one to score. And it's right there in front of the net, and Jamestown got it out of there. Lucky break there for the Blue Jays. Now the puck will escape all the way down there. Reminder there at the end of regulation, Fargo North had pulled their goalie, and Jamestown got a shot on the empty net that just went centimeters wide right of the net and resulted in an icing call, which brought the face-off all the way down to the other end of the ice. And a couple more face-offs later, Fargo North was able to get the puck into the goal and tie this one up. All right, and we're underway. Another shot, and that one snagged immediately off the stick there. Wyatt Johnson was snagged by Gerhardt. Stops the clock with 4:10 to go in the overtime period. Kind of wondering if I maybe missed a shot or two here. We'll add one shot for each side just to be on the safe side. Here comes Nathan. Ooh, that one went wide right. That was Nathan Friddle. Now picked up by Wyatt Johnson. And that'll be poked over the blue line. The Spartans will have to retreat out of the zone, and it goes onto the stick of Braxton Jorison for the Blue Jays. And Jorison will bring it up over the red line. Now be taken away by Fargo North, but getting right back there by the Blue Jays as Jacoby Nold. They'll work it into the Spartan zone there, now into the near corner, and a couple of fresh legs on the ice for the Blue Jays as they battle for it over there on the far boards with 3:17 and counting to go here in the overtime period. A shot from the point, blocker saved, and no call. I thought for a moment there we might have a tripping call on Fargo North, but no, not that time. 3:05 to go. Picked up by the Blue Jays, and they got an opportunity with a 2-on-1, make it a 3-on-1. Only one defender there, and it's in! And the game-winning goal is scored by, we'll tell you in a moment, as he got swarmed by his teammates. Well, you knew that could have been trouble, but you have to give credit there for, I believe it was Wyatt Johnson who was stuck back there. He was doing everything possible to try and guard all three of those players, and it just didn't work out. An A+ for effort there, but so that is your final score. 2-1 in overtime as the Blue Jays win it.
Jamestown goal, scored by number 22, Hunter Nelson.
Hunter Nelson gets the game-winning goal in overtime.
Number 12, Jace Thompson. Second assist goes to number 5, Tommy Falk.
Tommy Falk on the second assist, Jace Thompson on the first assist, and Hunter Nelson with the game-winning goal, and Wyatt Johnson, I believe it was number 15 anyway. Huge credit to Wyatt Johnson. I mean, he was trying to keep his composure, and he just battled, and he moved his stick around, he moved his body around, and he was doing everything possible to guard three players. And I have to say, for 1-on-3, he did a fantastic job. He did the best job he possibly could for it being a 1-on-3 situation. And unfortunately for the Fargo North Spartans, it goes in favor of the Jamestown Blue Jays. Congratulations to the Blue Jays. We thought this would be a good game, and that's exactly what it was. We want to say thanks once again to the Fargo North fans and families who made this broadcast possible, and we ask that you consider a donation to the Fargo North Hockey Booster Club to say thanks to those fans and families who made this broadcast possible this evening. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to add up some numbers and all that other cool stuff, and we'll get back with a game recap on this one here in a few minutes on the ND Sports Channel.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give you advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
All right, welcome back here to the Coliseum in North Fargo, and Fargo North picking up, or falling, I should say, to Jamestown in overtime with 2:54 remaining in overtime. It would be Hunter Nelson on a 3-on-1 situation, and with the assist going to Jace Thompson as well as Tommy Falk. Tommy Falk, Jace Thompson, and Hunter Nelson picked up a loose puck just in front of the blue line, and then I believe it was Wyatt Johnson back there, and he was trying to defend all three players, and he was doing an excellent job on the defense there, but he just couldn't do enough. And you're asking him to do the impossible. There's nothing to hang his head about. He did the best he could in what most people would see as a hopeless, impossible situation, and he almost pulled off the impossible and prevented that goal. But man, what a finish to that one. What a finish to regulation, too. We'll tell you more about that here coming up. The Spartans, they improve now to, they fall, to 7-8-2 overall, along with a 2-4-1 record here at home. 5-4-1 on the road or neutral, and 4-6-2 against EBC. The good news is the loss win doesn't necessarily hurt them in their region records. So that's a good news for both of these teams, no matter who would have won or lost. Jamestown improves to 10-6 now, and they are 6-2 when playing on the road. These streams, these games, they're on demand 24/7 whenever you want to watch them. If you didn't get a chance to catch this game live, don't tell them the final score. Send them to our website, and right there at msportsnet.com under the games button, you click on Games on Demand, and you come to this screen that you see on your screen right now. And it says in progress there. When that in progress changes to watch, then you can watch this game again. So once again, that should be available within about 20 minutes or so after we conclude our post-game show. Also, another way to find the games, if you don't want to find it on that page of our website, also under the games button, there's a button called Team Playlist. And when you click on that, it'll bring you to this screen here, and you can you can click on hockey to filter out every game that's not a hockey game. Or you can go under ND teams, and alphabetically there is a list of teams that we have covered on our station. And you can click on Jamestown, and it'll filter out every game that does not feature Jamestown. Or you can click on Fargo North, and it'll filter out every game that does not feature the Fargo North Spartans. And that's another way to find your game here on demand on our website as well. Once again, this game was brought to you by recent donations of Fargo North fans and families, and we ask that you consider a donation to the Fargo North Hockey Booster Club to say thank you to the fans and families who made the broadcast possible. And if you donate, whether you're from Jamestown or Fargo North, if you donate, put a little comment in there saying, hey, thanks for the broadcast, I was cheering on the Blue Jays, or hey, thanks for the broadcast, I was cheering on the Spartans. And if you let us know where that donation came from, we'll put your team on the list of for lack of a better word, fillers, I guess, around our sponsored broadcast. When the date comes open, we'll look at the schedule for your team first and see if you got a game that would be one that we should put on our network and all that cool stuff. And hey, this was one we definitely wanted to put on our network, and we're sure glad that happened. If you want to put your business in front of hundreds of viewers and thousands of viewers per month, well, and thousands of followers online too, social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, they all have over 1,000. We have booster plans that start as low as $25 a month. We also have sponsor plans available at a monthly rate if you just want to sponsor in general, or if you have a specific team that you'd like to see appear on our station more often, then you can support your favorite team or teams. We get your promotion on our website, our YouTube, our Facebook, every single game broadcast, mentions on Twitter, and your name, your special message from your business scrolling on our game time scoreboard to give you maximum game time exposure. Our phone number is 373-1843. Call or text, and we'd be happy to talk with you about that. And you can get more information on our website too at msportsnet.com. Well, we're going to take one more time out. When we come back, we'll select the 3 stars of the game and all that other cool stuff when we return after this here on the ND Sports Channel. The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Did you know that every single game on the Magnitude Sports Media Network can be watched live on your home television screen using the YouTube app? And it's easy, so very easy, with 3 very easy steps. First, log on to the YouTube app on your smart TV or another device like a PlayStation, Xbox, or 4K Blu-ray player. Then search or select Magnitude Sports Media Network, select the live feed, find your team's playlist, or browse the extensive game library and watch any of the previous games on demand 24/7 at your convenience. We'd appreciate it if you were subscribed to our YouTube channel. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports Media Network. Then tap on the bell and get email and mobile alerts every time we go on the air. On the ND Sports Channel, Minnesota Sports Station, SD Sports Vision, or Magnitude Sports Radio. Thanks so much for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, welcome back. Your final score one more time, 2-1 in overtime in favor of the Jamestown Blue Jays, and we certainly appreciate you tuning in. It says our 3 stars of the game are coming up in less than 9 minutes. That's more like less than 2 or 3 minutes here. We don't have that much more to talk about. You can find us online at msportsnet on Twitter. Also, youtube.com/ND Sports Channel. And the link is at, that will more than likely change in July 2020. And then we have facebook.com/msportsnet live on our Facebook page. You can watch the games on YouTube, on Facebook, on our website, on your home TV, on the Magnitude Sports Media app, Magnitude Sports Media mobile app. There we go. That's what I was trying to say, which is available on App Store and Androids, but not yet an iPhone. Otherwise, you can watch it via the YouTube app on your iPhone as well. Well, game recap and game summary here. Let's take a look at that here. I didn't get a sheet between third period and overtime, so we'll tell you what happened in the first 2 periods, and then we'll tell you based upon my stat book what happened in the third period and the overtime. But shots on goal after 1 period of play, 14-4 in favor of the Spartans, and then 14-7 in the second period in favor of the Spartans for a game total through 2 periods of play of 28-11. I believe the final tally with overtime and third period was something like 52-30-ish. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this screen again. 55-21 according to my unofficial numbers. So that would be the end result for shots on goal. And then penalties. Fargo North went to the box 3 times. Jamestown went to the box 1 time. Fargo North 0 for 3 on. I take that back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fargo. Let's see. There was 4 penalties. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there was no penalties in the third. Is that right? I don't know. And maybe I forgot to write down the penalty. We'll just go with it. Anyways, so Jesse Stahl saving 11 of 11 shots through 2 periods. 28 of 28 shots for Riley Gerhardt through 2 periods of play. Jacob Baumgartner at the 8:14 mark of the first went to the box, 2 minutes for interference. And then Tommy Falk for Jamestown went to the box at 9:36 mark of the first, 2 minutes for hooking. And then Jacob Baumgartner in the second period would go to the box at the 7:06 mark of the second period with a 2-minute minor for high sticking. And then Dylan Tostison for Fargo North would go to the box at the 12:59 mark of the second period for hooking. And then it was the second period goal, or no, check that, the third period goal by Corey Nelson. And I forgot to write down the assist on that particular goal. But Corey Nelson would get the Jamestown Blue Jays on the board on a shorthanded goal when Fargo North had the power play to make it 1-0 in favor of Jamestown. And then Fargo North would put the pressure on. They would get at least 20 shots on goal, if not more than that, after Corey Nelson scored the goal for Jamestown. And they would finally get one in. They would pull their goalie. Jamestown would have a chance to get that second goal, but it went centimeters right of the far post. And that brought the face-off down to the other end as a result of an icing call, and a couple face-offs later, Caleb Friddle would get it into the goal, assisted by Harrison Astrup and Michael Hallquist, with 5.5 seconds remaining in the third period to tie it up at 1-1. Then we would go to overtime, and back and forth it would go, and it turned out to be a 3-on-1 scenario with 2:54 remaining as Hunter Nelson, the sophomore for the Blue Jays, would score off the assist by Jace Thompson and the second assist by Tommy Falk in a 3-on-1 situation where Wyatt Johnson, the senior for Fargo North, nearly pulled off the impossible and nearly defended that 3-on-1 rush all by himself, but it was just a little too much. He needed a little bit longer stick or a little bit longer arm to get his stick out there a little bit further, and Jamestown was able to sneak it into the goal and win it with 2:54 remaining in overtime, and they go on to improve to 10-6 with a 2-1 win here over the Fargo North Spartans. So now it's time for our 3 stars of the game. Well, let's go ahead and reveal those 3 stars. Our third star of the game is going to be Corey Nelson. He scored that shorthanded goal, and nobody in this contest had more than 1 point. More than one goal, 1 assist, or 1 second assist. Nobody had more than 1 for both teams combined. So everybody on our 3 stars of the game are going to have 1 point. So Corey Nelson will be our third star, scoring the shorthanded goal to get the Blue Jays on the board at 1-0. And then our second star of the game, we're going to give it to Caleb Friddle of the Spartans, who scored the goal, the game-tying goal with 5.5 seconds to go. And then our first star of the game, well, that's our goal scorers tonight. Hunter Nelson, the sophomore for the Blue Jays, with the game-winning goal, and he gets 1 point. So your 3 stars of the game, Corey Nelson, the senior for the Blue Jays, Caleb Friddle, the senior for the Spartans, and your first star, Hunter Nelson, the sophomore for the Blue Jays. In an exciting game from start to finish, and even a little bit more exciting for the Blue Jay fans here at the very end. Congratulations to Jamestown for a fantastic game here at the Coliseum in Fargo. Well, hey, that's almost going to wrap it up here from the Coliseum in Fargo. But our next broadcast will be at Fargo Davies High School tomorrow. We'll have the boys' junior varsity game at about 5:45 with the boys' varsity to start at 7:30 from Fargo Davies High School tomorrow. And then we'll take a short break and come back on Saturday at bright and early at 9:30 in the morning. East Grand Forks and Breckenridge, Park Christian, Barnesville, Mahone and Waban and Dilworth, Glendon, Felton, Lake Park, Audubon, and Wadena Deer Creek. Henning and Frazee, Staples, Motley, Perham, Pelican Rapids, and Crookston. And then the nightcap between Moorhead and Hawley, and between myself and Brad Anderson will bring you all 8 of those games here on the Minnesota Sports Station over on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Or I should say over on the Minnesota Sports Station on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. That's the better way. And then we'll see Fargo Davies once again on Tuesday, February 4th to kick off the month of February. And then more Minnesota, and then we'll get the Wapton Huskies in the mix early February as well for some broadcasts. So we certainly hope that you'll join us for those broadcasts. Once again, we want to say thanks to the Fargo North fans and families who made the donation to make this broadcast possible. And as a way to say thank you, we ask that you consider a donation of the Fargo North Hockey Booster Club to say thank you to the fans and families who made the broadcast possible again. It was Hunter Nelson, the sophomore, scoring the game-winning goal on a 3-on-1 rush with 2:54 in overtime to win it for Jamestown. 2-1, your final. Thanks so much for watching. The preceding was a live production of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll talk to you tomorrow from Fargo Davies High School for boys basketball on the ND Sports Channel. Have a great night.